Hi, we're Abby and Tony, and this is our van Nova. Please join us as we turn our new van, Supernova, into our new home on wheels for us, our 5 dogs and 3 cats, and completely change our way of life. We look forward to having you along on this crazy journey with us. Morning everyone, it is Saturday morning, a week after I last spoke to you, and I've done nothing all week. That's not true, I've been working really busy, but on my day job, so I've done nothing on the van whatsoever. So we've had a few changes I won't go into now, which just at my time scale, I really wanted to get this done by the end of Feb, as I think I said to you before, and that was just putting me under immense pressure and really, I think, not getting me down, but it's just so stressful. A couple of things have changed whereby I haven't got to get it done by the end of Feb. We're still going at the end of April. That's nothing that's changed. We're still going sort of full time and all that. Just a couple of other things that's taking a bit of pressure off. So Nova is still for sale. Sorry, bad light. Nova is still for sale. So if anyone is interested in Nova, please get in touch with us, because that is, I mean, it's for sale on Facebook, on various campervan groups. I think I've got it. I think it's up on eBay at the minute on an auction that will probably be finished before this comes out, but it may not reach its reserve. It's got quite a lot of bids at the minute, but that may not reach a reserve. So, and a few changes we've had means we probably don't have to, as much as I know it's worth. I mean, we've got it up for £17,500. It's on eBay with a reserve, a bit less than that obviously, but we may be able to let it go for a little bit less. So if anyone is interested, please get in touch with us. Yeah, so I've not done anything this week, so I really want to start getting some boarding done. I bought all the ply to do the boarding of the sides and everything else, so I could get all the cables through boarding, get all the boxing done, get the sheeting put up, so I can then do the electrics, which we spoke about for months and weeks. I'm not going to go into, but that's what I'm hoping to do today, get some of the boarding on, and yeah, go from there. So I will record what I can. Speak soon. So what I was doing here was building all the boxing in to hide all the cables that have come through from the side of the van that will then come through onto the main board where I'm going to have the full electrical setup. I thought I was recording here, so I think I was talking away to myself as well at the same time, not realising it was on time lapse, but hopefully you'll see what I'm doing anyway. It's Saturday afternoon, and actually I've had a really good day. So I'll show you around. I've time lapsed quite a lot of it. So you'll see, obviously I won't put it all in, but what I have done, if I go around the back and I'll show you what I've done. It's been a good day actually today. It's about time I had one. But, right, I've done some of the vapour barrier for the walls. I did all the bottom, if I get in, I did the bottom of this, just move, this is the water tank. So I did the bottom, bear with. Right, so good day today. I've done put the sides on at the ply, the 12mm ply which I've used, and we're now going to, I was going to use ply on the walls. Just face me, shall we? I know that's weird for me to do that, but I was going to do ply on the walls, but in order to get the shape, I've had to use 5.5mm ply, but then I'm building cupboards all the way along the sides, both sides, and I don't really want to hang ply on that, and I could put battens behind it, but what I've decided to do is ply the bottom half, which I will show you, like to that height basically, 600mm all the way along, which I've done both sides here. I've then done, I forgot to do the vapour barrier behind it, but I did that afterwards. So I've done the vapour barrier. I'm now going to put vertical battens from the 12mm ply up to the top, and then we're going to clad the top half, which we weren't going to do. It's what we did in Nova, we weren't going to do in Supernova. No real reason, we like it, but I'm not painting it. I don't really like it, opens and it moves so much, you got to paint it all beforehand. It's just the weather being so shit, it's just not really doable. So we're going to clad it and probably stain it or wax it, something like that. This side, I did, again, we did the vapour barrier. It's a bit loose here, but obviously it's all going to be pinned back when we put the battens on. I built this framework, and if you look down in there, all the cables are there. This board here is the board that's going to have all of the electrics on it, you know, the inverter, the servo, the links distributor, everything else. That's going to have that. So I've got to work that. I'll just put one screw in it just to hold it up there, hold all the cables back. The water tank is going here. I've run all the hot and cold water pipes all behind, so that's teed off behind that hole down there, and that's coming up for the shower. They then run behind all the way around for the sink. This one here is going to be for the boiler. I'm going to, I think I said before, I'm going to get one of the sort of the cheap boilers. Now I haven't done anything with this top half because I still need to drill the filling hole and the boiler outlet, which I'm going to do higher up in this sort of area. So the boiler is about 600 high, which is what that wood is there, and I've got to get it off the floor. So I'm going to have to put some more on that, some more ply on that, I think. The bed is coming up to about this high, 800mm the bed's going, the bottom of the bed. So I know I've got some play there to do that. I've got another sheet of ply I can mess around with. So yeah, that's really good. I'm really pleased about that. That's gone really well. So that's going to be the outlet for the hot water for the boiler. That runs behind there, tees off there. So the cold will come out of here, out of the bottom of the water tank, into the pump and the expansion vessel and the filter and everything else. The cold will go straight off once it's gone into the pump through that pipe. Then the cold will tee along here, go into the boiler, come out the boiler in hot. So that's the plan of it all. So the water tank is going here. I have marked this on the floor. You'll see I've drawn the floors where that's going, and that is out the way of everything else. I'm still a little bit undecided about the battery. Now we're having bench sheets in these above. So the bed is coming, basically, if I step over, the bed is coming to that line on the floor, the original bit of bed, then it's being pulled out to the edge of the wheel arch, basically. So this, from where I'm standing, is going to be the bed, which is basically a king size bed. It's 6 foot, just under 6 foot long, 6'3" I think long, which is a little bit shorter, and 180, 178 wide. So it's, look, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be king size, over king size actually. Not far short of a Super King, but not in the length. Now I'm undecided what to do. This is the battery, the Fogstar 628 Drift, the Beast I think it's called. It's on top of it is just the tray that the battery sits on, but I've just put it there for now. I've just unboxed it all. Now let's turn you around again. Don't know what to say. I'm unsure what to do about the battery at the minute. I don't know if to put it down in front of the electrical to keep it in the garage area, or, I mean, really, there's only 2 cables come off the battery, I believe. I need to check the schematic that I've been sent, but I believe there's only 2 cables come off the battery that lead to the links distributor, and everything feeds off of that. Yeah, or something like that. So I think there's only 2 batteries off of that. So my thoughts are, I will build a box over this wheel arch. So if I just turn you back round, yeah, so I'll build a box over the wheel arch, so it will stick out obviously a bit further than, but it's all going to be in the bench sheet, so it won't matter. The bench sheets are going to lift up. I'm not really losing storage per se because it's the wheel arch. It'll still be low. I've got to check the height to make sure that that's not going to be higher than the seat of the bench sheet, and I don't think it is, but I'll need to check that. Otherwise it'll have to go in the back. Now this is going to be all the garage area. This side, as I said, is going to be the boiler and the water pump, so that's going to have a little box around that as well. And this is going to be the garage area, and it will come high, as I said, 800mm. So yeah, that's today. I'm done today. I've got Abby's going out actually, and I'm taxi service today, so I'm doing all that. But thankfully I'm back here tomorrow. I've got Aramis with me again tomorrow. He's coming to help me. I'm going to put the diesel heater in, which we couldn't do before, and that will go in front of the other wheel arch. And that, yeah, that's that really. Now I haven't run the cable for that, which is a mistake. I'm going to have to look at that in the morning. I think it'll be fair. The timber only goes very slightly there, so if I have to take the bottom of the timber out or something, the ply, but that's not a problem. So good day all in all, and I will catch up with you all tomorrow. Have a nice Saturday.
Hello, take a peek at this. It's taking over the Van by the Sea channel. No, just joking. I'm just helping Tony today to fit the diesel heater in his van. Tony is gone for a bit, but I managed to remove the tank. But basically what I need to do now, to feed the fuel line to the tank, directly to the tank, you need to have an adapter for Mark 7 Transit. And that adapter goes on this auxiliary port. Basically this end bit, just you cut it off and then it just clips on. But to do so I need the adapter, and I have no idea where it might be, and Tony's not here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to find it. Good luck to me.
I've got the multi-tool, if that's easier, just take the top off.
not sure. It should just come off.
So that is the fuel tank off, the diesel pipe fitted, and the tank reinstalled. Aramis, you're an absolute superstar. Thank you so much. Another time lapse, I'm afraid. This is just me really trying to sort out this damn skylight, which has been leaking on and off ever since I put the thing in. There's various reasons. I think it's been too cold for the silicone, the Sikaflex, to go off. We've got a couple of days of dry weather. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the one. Right, it's Sunday afternoon. As you would have seen, Aramis has been here most of the day sorting out. He's dropped my fuel tank for me, which you've seen, and put the fuel line in for me. I didn't have a separator plate for the diesel heater, so I couldn't do that. We've run all the other cables, you've seen all that. I've sorted the skylight today, or at least I've taken it all off and reinstalled it all again and siliconed it, so fingers crossed with that. And obviously I haven't done the electrics because I just haven't. Just as we said last week, it probably wouldn't happen. I promised it would. Abby said don't say that, she was right. But what I did do, I've got everything out the box. As you know, I've used Vunked for the electrics, who have been really good. They were really helpful when I did the order. They talked through everything with me. I went through everything online of what I was having, and then I spoke to Sam there, who's been brilliant. So what I have just done is unboxed everything. I've got a board, everything's going on, and I've just laid it out, which I will show you. It's a bit of a little bit of a sneak preview, really, because this is what is happening over the coming week now. I'm sort of ready for it, but it's, you know, 2:30, 3 o'clock on a Sunday. I haven't really got time for it now, but let me spin you around. This is my electrical setup. That is just a schematic that I got from Vunk that I've printed off an A3 and laminated, or at least Abby did, which was good. I will move that. Let me just move that out of the way. That's the inverter. That is the 3000 multi plus 2 3000 watt inverter. These are the fuse boards, the links distributor, the servo, the DC to DC, the MPPT, the isolator, all the isolator switches, the 12 blade fuse box, the bus bar, and everything else. So it's all here. And this is pretty much, I'm thinking, where it's going to go on the board. Now that board sits on the floor, sits again. There's all the cables that I think you may have seen already. But that's all the cables. So I'm going to drill through this board and bring them cables through. So look, I'm hoping this board is big enough. I thought it was plenty big enough, and now I'm not so sure. The battery is still there. I will need to put that on something, which I'm going to have a look at in a minute before I leave today. But I just wanted to get all this out and have a look at it already, make sure everything was here that I needed. So that's it. That's a little bit of a preview of what's coming next. yeah, so we've run, as I said, we've run all the diesel heat. I've adjusted all the spotlights. I've changed a couple of bulbs. It's just been a bit of a bitty day today, so which is good. But now I'm going to obviously put all that stuff away and go home. And look, I'll see you again next week. As usual, thank you so much for watching, liking. We've had quite a few hypes. Everyone that's hyping, thanks so much. If you watch, please subscribe. You know, it's just, you know, we've got, I don't know, 700 odd subscribers now, and it'd be lovely to hit that 1,000. It really would. So if we can get there, so if you do watch, please subscribe. Everyone says it's free. It is free. Of course it's free. So please do that for us. I'd really appreciate it. This is probably, obviously I'm not editing it yet. It's probably a bit of a shorter video because not a huge amount has happened this week, although we have done a lot of the vapor barrier and ice. I've run out of foil tape, which I've ordered. I've got to pick it up tomorrow. Yeah, so yes, here, please like, subscribe. And once this is built, obviously we're moving full-time van life. We have got a bit of land and we have a base, we will have, but we are going to be a lot more. So you know what, the van, we're going to be, you've seen a lot, hopefully you've seen a lot of our old sort of Nova adventures all around the country, and actually went to Bruges in December, and they're going to be coming back. You know, we're going to be doing a lot more, but we need to get this van built first. So please stick around. Thanks again, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to having you along on this life-changing journey with us. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit that bell to be notified of any future content.